Hello, today we're going to work on example 17. So here is what example 17 looks like. This is the isometric view. So please take a screenshot of this if you want to participate and learn how to make this. So I'm going to take this and put it onto my second screen now. Alright, so we're going to OnShape. This is the free subscription. We're going to go to create document. Okay, now we're going to create our everything on the top view for now. I'm going to hide this, so left click, hit Y. We're going to click on the top, and we're going to pull this over closer to the center. All right, and then I'm using my middle mouse button, holding it down, that's my pan. If I use my right mouse button, that's my rotation, and then my scrolly wheel is my zoom in, zoom out. So let's get back to the top, and let's put down the first dimension, which would be basically a sketch on the top plane, and we're going to put a center point rectangle here. We're going to go 50 by 50, so just kind of put it down approximately. Now we're going to hit D for dimension and click on our first dimension here. Let's type in 50, enter, and then 50, enter here. Okay, that's the first one. So now we're going to create a rectangle in the middle. And it's going to be 10 millimeters wide. So now we're just going to corner rectangle. We can click here and here. Then we're going to hit D for dimension. Clicking here, and we're going to go with 5 on this side, and then here to here is 10. Okay. Now we have a circle. It is a diameter of 40, inner diameter. So we're going to click circle. We're going to go hover over this point right here and pull down, and we'll see that line right there, that vertical line. We want to see that, and now we can create our circle. Hit D for dimension. Let's get the size of this guy. So it's going to be 40, not 4, 40. Okay, something's, let me control Z that, control Z, 40. Okay, now I want to make one, the other size is radius of 25, so diameter 50. So let's create one here, and we're going to go, let's click on that circle again. Click here, and we're going to go here. See how dotted that? We don't want it dotted because that means it's construction line. Not sure why it did that. I'm going to click on this guy, and I'm going to control Z that. I'm going to go to back to circle here, and click on this guy again, and then click there, hit D, and we're going to dimension that at 50. Okay. So now I noticed that our drawing is missing a dimension, but I'll figure this out either way. So I'm going to draw a rectangle from here to here. And we're going to dimension this. So here, dimension to there, and we're going to go with 2 millimeters, and then we're going to go from left to right, and that's going to be 4 millimeters. Okay, and now I can build another box. Let me trim this first. I'm going to hit M for trim, and then I'm going to just kind of draw over these. Okay, drawing, and then draw over that guy. Okay, and now I'm going to hit, go back to my box, my corner rectangle. You can hit G if you want to, and I'm just going to drop down a size here, and with that, now we're going to do a dimension to these, and we're going to go with a dimension of 120, I think. Let's try that. D for dimension. Clicking this back here. I'm going to click this edge right here, and then we can change 120, and then I want to change this one the same. So it's still on D. I can change it to 0, and now I can do some trims on this guy. So let's hit M. I'm going to trim off this stuff. M. Okay, looks good. Now we're going to go in over here. We're going to finish this guy off. We're going to put a couple circles here. So first of all, we're going to do a offset, and then we're going to click on that, click on this to flip it inboard, and we want to choose double click on that, 8, enter. Now we want to click on here and here and here, and now we'll left click to confirm that, and then enter to confirm that. So now I want to actually I want to make these construction lines because I just want to use these as a reference. So let me click on this guy right here, construction. Click on these lines. And construction again, I guess. And we want to see them dotted. Okay. We'll left click to get out of that. And now I want to put a couple, 4 circles in here. So each one of these is a diameter of 6. So I'm going to click here and just going to throw down these circles, and then I'll come back with a dimension of 6. D6, enter. 6, enter. Okay, so now I want to finish this guy, connect this guy to this guy. So we're going to do an extend. So extend is up here. This is extend. And it's going to take this line and extend it all the way down to here, which is exactly what I want. So extend that one all the way down. Nope, Control Z, get out of that. I want to do another extend. We're going to grab this guy and extend him all the way down. Now we're going to do a trim. Hit M for trim. We're going to trim that guy and that guy. Actually undo that one. I do want to keep this guy right here, but I want to trim this guy and that guy. So I'm going to extrude this one, this shape right here, and then I do a secondary extrude and I'll extrude this shape right here. All right, so there we are. I'm going to finish the sketch. Now I'm going to do my first extrude, and I'm going to grab the outside here, grab that edge, and I'm going to flip this. We're going to look at the other side. We're going to do 10 millimeters. We're pushing it, the other side. So there we go, 10 millimeters. My sketch just disappeared for some reason. That's normal. Click on the little eyeball, sketch appears again. All right, so I'm going to rotate this. Now I want to extrude this one here. And first I can extrude this, so I'm going to do extrude, grab this here and pull this up. This is going to go up 60 millimeters. So we're going to go over here, change this to 60, enter. I'm sorry. We're going to change that to 50 millimeters because 10 millimeters including this. So 10 plus 50 equals 60, and that's the dimension. So, okay. Now we're going to take this guy and extrude him up. So let's go back to extrude, grab this guy, and we are just going to pull this up. This is 40 millimeters up from the very bottom. So I'm going to do a offset, starting offset of 30. And then change this guy to 20, okay? And see how it's took that, did the offset what I wanted, and then went to the very top, okay? And then it unioned it together, okay? All right, so now we want to let's poke a hole in here and then poke a hole in here. So let's go with a sketch. Clicking on his face right here, we're gonna hit right, get that flattened. And now we're going to create a offset basically of 10 millimeters from each side. So offset this face, click there, double click. We're going to click on that 2 times 10. We're going to click here and here. That guy right there and this guy right here. It doesn't like that. Something's going on. Let me click on this guy, unselect it. Okay. All right, this breaking it when I do it like that. All right, no problem. I'm going to hit left click to confirm, and I'm going to do another offset. So let's go back to offset here, clicking on that line, flipping it, and we're going to double click on that 5, change it to 10, and left click to confirm that guy, enter. Now we're just going to do extend this guy up. Let's hit our extension, clicking here to here. M for trim, we're going to trim that guy, and now we could add that radius right now if we want, or we can add it after. I'm going to do it after. So click on that, undo it, and then we're going to click on, we're going to do find the center of this guy. So let's create a line from all the way on the top. All right, it's a different plane, so it doesn't want to accept it. That's why. So truly, I should create another sketch on that to get it properly sketched. So I'm going to click OK, and I'm going to extrude the shape right here, and I'm going to do a remove. So remove, and we will do a up to face, and we will choose this face, so it will extrude to whatever face was there. Okay, say OK. Now it automatically subtracted it out. Now I want to go in here, I want to add that radius, so it's a radius of 10. Actually I have 3 of these, so I want to add 10 here, 10 there, 10 here, and the other one seems sharp. I'm going to add a 10 here. Okay, there we are. All right, let's add a fillet to this back edge right here. This one's going to be 20. Now we need to put a hole on this area right here. Let's go to sketch, choose that face. We're going to choose a line. We're going to find the intersection. We're going to find the center line. We're going to find the center line of this surface. Let's choose point. And that right there is the midpoint. The little thing down there shows you midpoint. Now we want to create a circle on that midpoint. This is going to be a diameter of 10. So D 10. And we can say OK, green check. And now we can extrude that through. Extrude that side and that side. Now we'll flip it. We're going to go with remove. And we can say blind, or we can change that up to face if we wanted. This is okay. Now we're going to add a fillet to the outside. Fillet of 8 millimeters. Okay. Now we're going to add a little chamfer to that, and it's going to be a 0.5 chamfer. Right here's chamfer. I'm going to click on this edge right here. This is going to help with the lead in. Then I'm going to rotate it all the way around and click on that other edge. Green check. And now we're going to go to the very top view, and we're going to slightly rotate it. Let's get these edges right here. Let's get some fillets on these, and these are 10 millimeter fillets. Change it to 10. Enter. Green check. And that concludes our 3D model. Let's hide a couple things here. Click on that, hit Y, click Y, and yeah. So now let's go. Let's create a drawing for this. So let's go down here to Insert Tab, Create a Drawing, and we're going to use millimeters. Okay. And let's put down our views. Click on the part 1. Let's do a projected view off this guy. And then we're going to do an isometric view over here. Change to isometric. Let's click here. There we are. And we can probably get rid of this here. I don't think we need that one. All right, so let's start drafting this guy. So first of all, we'll do the main body here. We get a 50 by 50. Let's put the position of one of these holes. And we can do that 4x if we want. Escape out of that. Then we can pull this guy up. Try to make it nice and clean. This guy up. It lets me, there we go. Let's put a 4x on this. I like to have a space in between there. So one space. Okay, left click in empty space. Let's do the same thing. 4x space. Left click outside. All right, and then we need a D dimension. We're gonna dimension that guy. These are 4 places. Let's double click on that guy. It's in front of it. We're going to put 4x space. We can copy that 4x space. Control Z to do that. Left click out. Let's do the same thing here. We're going to click there. We're going to hit Control V. Left click to get out. Now we're going to dimension this guy. D. Radius of 25. Radius of 20. We got to get a position for this guy right here. So we can create a dimension from, let's hit D. From the back wall to the center of the circle. 80. We can do the same thing over here to this center of this circle. 112. Get a thickness here. 10. We're going to put a total height of this guy, 60. 10 there. And this is 10. We could put a 3x if we want to. So let's Control Z that guy. Let's Control Z that guy. We're going to click on this guy. We're going to go with 3x. 3x space. Left click. Now we're going to get these radiuses here. So the radius of 10. And we're going to do 3x of those. Escape. Double click on that guy. And then 3x space. Left click. Let's reposition this so it's not touching. And we could flip that around. Maybe. Or how about that? And then we'll get another dimension for this guy. Radius of 20. Radius of 10. Come on. It's just flipping all around. All right, there we go. So I placed it. So hit escape, and I should be able to drag it around now. There we go. So kind of oddball. I don't like it actually inside. There we go. Perfect. Looks good there. All right. And then we need a radius of this guy, inner diameter of 10, and we actually have a chamfer inside of there. So to see that chamfer, may want to have like a cut view in here, or we can make a note perhaps. We do need a dimension going here. Let's double click on this guy. We're going to 2x of that guy, 2x space, left click, get out of there. And if we want to see that chamfer there, we could put a section view if we want. Let's put a section view. So we're going to go over here to section view. We're going to click on right there, and we can drag it to the right. Let's slide this guy over a little bit closer to the wall. We can change the size of that too if we need to. All right. And then I can go in here and I can put a chamfer dimension. Let's click over here. Let's click that chamfer and get in here and find that chamfer. Let's click the top line. There we are. It's a 0.5 by 45 degrees. And we're going to escape out of that. Double click on that guy, and 2x. We get 2 locations of this in space. Left click, get out of that. So that shows you that. Now we got thickness of this guy. Let's put a dimension there. D for dimension, go here to here. We're going to pull it up. That's 40. I'm going to position this. So I had to hit escape to get out of that. And now I'm going to go, we already know that's 10. Our section AA is kind of interfering with that radius there. We can pull that out. And we can also probably grab this guy and grab this guy. Let's see if I can, yeah, I can readjust that guy. So AA goes to about right there, which is cool. That's fine. That's legible. And now we got, our section AA is much smaller, which is cool. Now we can just move it anywhere. And it looks like it's associated. So careful where you're moving it, because it throws the drawing all wacky. Now we got clean that dimension up. Okay, and let's see, we need a dimension to this guy. D for dimension, here to here, 10. And we could do a location where it starts from, 20. Yeah, these are lined, so that's fine. I don't like that it's touching that, so I'm going to pull it out. So hit escape to get out of that, and then I'm going to yank this guy out and put him right there. Looks good. So Location of this guy, I want to, it looks like we can see it and everything's perfect. But I'm going to click a dimension from here to the center of that circle right there and then pull that off. So that's 50. And that concludes the drawing and modeling for example 17. Thanks for watching.